What's good, guys? We're going to be breaking down UFC 306 happening at the Sphere, Las Vegas. Let's go. It's going to be crazy because there's some people who are talking saying that Merab Dvalishvili will be fighting Suga Sean O'Malley in the co-main event of Ilia Topuria versus Max Holloway. Ilia Topuria said in an interview recently saying that he wants Max Holloway next. Volkanovski has been waiting on the sidelines. He still has to come back. He got knocked out in UFC 298, so he will automatically get the immediate rematch, I believe, but after Max Holloway. So here's what Ilia had to say in an interview.
Ilia, no sé si puedes contestar o no puedes contestar, pero la próxima pelea será al final con Holloway.
Será con Holloway. Le ha costado aceptar el reto, pero se ve que lo está consiguiendo. Así que, donde sea, cuando sea, en el peso que sea, tú eliges si quieres que te finalice, que te noquee. Y una cosa muy importante, no te olvides la almohada para cuando te pongas a dormir.
Muy buena gente, es buena gente hasta para retar.
So he said he's going to put him to sleep. He wants Max Holloway because of the BMF belt. The BMF belt is on the line. He wants to face Max Holloway. In an interview, he said that he wants Max Holloway next. I believe Max Holloway will be able to fight him before Alex Volkanovski will. But we also have Max Holloway in a podcast hinting that his next fight will be against Ilia Topuria. The only thing that's bad about this is Max Holloway looked phenomenal at 155, but I do believe he will look even better at 145. I know 155 he looked great against Gaethje, but I would love to see this fight. It'll take place at 145 for the featherweight belt, and if we are lucky, we can get Merab Dvalishvili versus Suga Sean O'Malley at the Sphere as well for the co-main event. If Suga Sean doesn't have a big ego and if he wants to headline that, then we might not be able to get him. But I believe that for the Sphere, UFC 306, because UFC 305 is at Perth, Australia, UFC 306 will be at the Sphere, and it'll be Suga Sean versus Merab. We just have to see if Max Holloway versus Ilia Topuria will be added to that event. Max Holloway has been hinting at it. Ilia Topuria has been hinting on it. My early prediction and my early lean for this fight is Max Holloway. I know Ilia Topuria is a beast. Once he gets you out of that black line, he unloads with his combinations. But I think Max Holloway will be able to expose him and make him work. But you have to take into consideration that he's moving back down. And is this healthy for him to keep moving up and down? But here's my proof for... let's just watch Ilia watching closely on the Max fight. It's crazy because this fight is going to be huge. Stylebender had this. It's crazy though because Ilia looked nervous. He looked very nervous watching this fight as well. You know, maybe it's for the props, maybe it's for the giggles. But Ilia, you can tell Ilia gets a fire out of wanting to fight Max Holloway now after seeing his performance against Justin Gaethje. A lot of people got put on notice. We'll see how this goes, but I think Ilia Topuria versus Max Holloway is more entertaining and more of a fire fight than Volkanovski. We have to give Volkanovski time, and Volkanovski had a long title reign. So the better time that he has and the longer time he takes off is the better he'll come back. Then we have, are we all in agreement? We want Suga versus Merab at the Sphere. Suga versus Merab. Merab has said it on an interview where Merab actually leaks. Look, he actually leaks in an interview right here. Yes. Merab Dvalishvili declared, so for 306, the 14th of September.
September at the Sphere. That's a big event. That's a big event.
Ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here first.
Of course,
this is breaking news. Absolutely breaking news.
Oh. Yes. Wow.
Of course, Merab leaked it, but it's gonna. Merab wants it at the Sphere. Everybody wants it at the Sphere. The Sphere's. This will be the first ever event at the Sphere for UFC. Sugar wants it. Sugar, he last fought at 299, so it'll be from 306 to 299 around 6 months. He has time to train. Starting from right now, it's May, June, July, August. He has 3 months, but I believe he was already in camp. He's already in camp. Merab leaked it. He said that it's going to be next. If we can get Ilia versus Max, that'll be insane. A lot of people are excited because there's a lot of fights that are coming up. Also, in the works, not in the works, it is official. This is official. So Merab is not official yet versus Sugar, and Ilia versus Max is not official yet, but they are in the works. Sandhagen versus Nurmagomedov for August 3rd in Abu Dhabi. This fight was supposed to happen last year in August, but Nurmagomedov pulled out. I don't know, maybe his steroid cycle wasn't working and he was going to test positive. So CORY Sandhagen faced off against Rob Font. And shout out to Rob Font because he stepped up on short notice. Now the UFC really wants this fight to headline a UFC fight night in Abu Dhabi. So Sandhagen will be going to Abu Dhabi, number 2 ranked contender, versus number 9 Nurmagomedov. Nurmagomedov is really high. A lot of people are really high on him. They think he's going to just wipe right through him. That's why they put him in Abu Dhabi, But I think my guy Corey can put up a great fight against Umar Nurmagomedov. Umar Nurmagomedov looked a little gassed. Sorry. Umar Nurmagomedov looked a little gassed in his last fight. It's actually crazy because CORY Sandhagen had this great caption that says, figuring out the Nurmagomedovs is like a puzzle that he's excited to figure out. And he wants to give Nurmagomedov his first O. I think this is a big jump up in competition, but the UFC knows what they're doing. Sheen Shelby is one of the greatest matchmakers. So we'll see how good Nurmagomedov is because this is one of the perfect tests for him. CORY Sandhagen. My early lean for this fight is CORY Sandhagen. CORY the Sandman. Inevitable that he gets the belt. It's inevitable. I think he's going to get it after he beats Umar. The winner of this gets a title shot. This is for a number 1 contender. I think if Umar beats Corey, he gets a title shot, and if Corey beats Umar, he should be in line for a title shot. And the person who wins this fight most likely will fight the winner of Suga versus Merab Dvalishvili. So that's going to be a banger. So within August and September, we have a lot of bantamweight fights that will between now and all the way up to September. A bunch of bantamweight fights. The bantamweight division is really going to shake up. After this fight, we'll really get a notice on who will be the next contender in line because with Merab versus Sugar, I don't know. I'm leaning Suga Sean O'Malley, but I know Merab. Somebody's gonna be. I wouldn't be surprised if I see Sugar as an underdog, but Merab is gonna be a big test for Suga Sean O'Malley. It'll be interesting if Sean O'Malley can defend his belt against Merab and then go up against CORY Sandhagen. That'll be a phenomenal fight. But let's hope, fingers crossed, we get Ilia Topuria versus Max Holloway at the Sphere in Las Vegas, September 14th, and then we get Suga Sean versus Merab Dvalishvili for the co-main event. Because these guys were already talking about it. And shout out to MMA Breakdowns channel because he's the one that actually put it on notice. And I saw his video today saying that he actually told me that Holloway versus Topuria is in the works and that O'Malley versus Merab is at the Sphere. So shout out to this guy. Give him a sub, subscribe to him, and like the video. Bro, this is insane. This summer we have a bunch of fights, so it's going to be exciting. And not only is it going to be exciting, but it's going to be a lot of people. I think the next winners of these fights are going to break into the top 15 pound for pound. And I think the champion by the end of 2024, at the beginning of 2025, will be CORY Sandhagen. And this is a little bit of a reach, but if you guys like this news, if you guys like the video, guys, drop a like, comment your favorite fight between Ilia Topuria versus Max Holloway, Sugar versus Merab, and Corey versus Umar. My favorite, most anticipated fight that I want to see that I think will go maybe past the 3rd round, past the 4th. It'll be a war is Umar versus Corey, and that's the first one that we get. So we're in for a treat. Somebody's going to sleep. I think Corey. I don't know if somebody's actually going to sleep. I know somebody might be going to sleep for the Ilia versus Max. So that's gonna be crazy. But we have a ton of news coming out, a bunch of MMA content coming out throughout the weeks. We have UFC 303, we have UFC 302, Dustin Poirier versus Islam Makhachev, Sean Strickland versus Paulo Costa. Then UFC 303, we have Khalil Roundtree versus Jamal Hill, Conor McGregor versus Michael Chandler. Then UFC 304, we still have to see. Then UFC 305 is in Perth, August. And then UFC 306 is in September 14th in the Sphere. So they are really trying to push a lot of superstars for the Sphere. And it'll be amazing if we ever get to see like somebody like McGregor, you know, turn around and fight at the Sphere. But maybe I'm asking for too much. But let me know what you guys think, guys. Drop a like on the video, guys. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Let's get it.